Hey sis. Hey sis.
Wait, you weren't looking at me when you said hey sis. You was looking at the camera.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. We can't just be fool. Oh my gosh. Okay.
First. Okay, y'all. We can't say hey sis to each other, so hey sis.
Okay, whatever.
On to the topic. Okay.
What's the topic?
Topic is. What's the topic?
That.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, show it. 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 You should see me pregnant. Which brings us to, sorry, I won't have to say it anymore.
Which is the topic?
Yeah, which brings me to that. Woo! My baby, she was standing out like a torpedo. I felt like her feet was in my back and her head was coming out my belly button.
Okay, we have to tell the actual topic. We haven't said it completely.
Okay.
So the topic actually is everything pregnancy as far as complications, crazy stories, birthing, everything.
We're even gonna talk about some embarrassing stuff that happened to us.
Stories.
So
did I say embarrassing? No, I said crazy stories.
You said crazy?
Yeah.
Okay, and embarrassing.
Both. I guess they can be both. Crazy and embarrassing.
A lot of embarrassing stories was crazy. Well, yeah. Okay, I tell you about this, something that's crazy but not embarrassing. Well, I guess it is kind of embarrassing. I fell a lot when I was pregnant.
Oh, no. This pregnancy is really not funny, but for some reason to me it's hilarious. Like, I can't stop passing out. Like,
what? That's not funny.
I passed out like 4 times this pregnancy, y'all. It's not funny, but it's hilarious for some reason.
That is not Isn't that funny. That's different. Like when you fall in the dirt at a barbecue. I was at a barbecue and I fell in the dirt while I was pregnant. I was like 8 months pregnant.
You had no balance?
No,
they say you lose your balance.
I had no balance, and I like fell on my butt and like my whole back just my legs flew up in the air and everything, and I couldn't get up. Cause I was pregnant, I was on the floor like a whale.
It was bad, y'all.
You said hi?
Hi. Yeah.
Why you gotta be on all the cameras,
right?
All up in.
She heard us talking. She was like, "Ooh, I gotta be there."
Video. She has. This is. She look. Why you gotta make those faces? Yeah. Why you gotta be in every picture?
I think we having some technical difficulties. I think the baby wants to eat, so we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back.
Anywho's. Okay, so we have some questions. Can I answer our questions?
Wait, one question before these questions.
Okay.
Have any of you guys peed on yourselves while pregnant? Because I know it's a thing. Yes. Y'all can't tell me it's not a thing.
So you want to? All right, we gonna get your embarrassing stories. We can feature them on Hey Sis.
Comment them.
Yes, and we'll read your comments on Hey Sis.
Yes.
Except for the really mean ones that be like, Chapala, you look strange as hell. Why is she laughing like that? That girl is out of her mind. Yeah. We might read them too. They got it funny.
Right.
I got good sense of humor. All right, so peeing on yourself, girl. I'm gonna tell you, I did one time though. With my daughter, I did not pee on myself. I fell a lot, and I fell one time, hurt my junk on the floor, and it was really painful. but I didn't pee on myself. My son, yes, I was at a job interview, girl.
Okay,
I was 6 months pregnant.
I'm about to get him some more pizza because he's hungry.
Job interview, and they called my name. I bent over, stood up. And that's when it happened.
It was over.
It was over. It wasn't a whole lot, so I didn't like leave a puddle on the floor. But I was really embarrassed. And I called my husband. I was like, the lady was like, "Are you gonna come back for job interview?" And I was like, "No, I think I'm not interested anymore. I'm looking at other options." And I turned around, walked out. I called my husband on the phone. I was about to cry. I said, "Boo, I just peed on myself in my job interview." He was like, "I think it's a good idea if you don't work now." He was like, "You probably shouldn't work, boo. This is probably not a good time for you." He was right. It wasn't a good time. It wasn't. Yeah. What about you? She is killing that pizza.
I'm so hungry, y'all. Okay. So I peed on myself both pregnancies. Okay, the first pregnancy, I don't even know what was happening. Like, I was just sitting on the couch. I stood up. I didn't stand up to pee. I don't know what I was standing up for. I was just standing in the middle of the living room. And next thing you know, it was dripping down my leg. And I was like...
Did you make a puddle?
I really don't know what's going on. No, it wasn't that much. But it was like to where it was dripping down my leg. And I was like,
I said if I had look when I get pregnant, I told my husband we just gonna have to get some Depends. With them poise.
Yeah, poise with the
Poise,
little
like,
design on
gonna be all sexy in my poise. Hey boo.
it.
Not in the poise.
Not good.
That's not good.
And then the second time, this time, the only reason I peed on myself is because I was sick. I'm still a little bit sick, but I was sick. And I was coughing like crazy. And like, I was coughing so hard that I was like peeing on myself. And those times, I was like legit peeing on myself. Like, I had to change my pants. Because I was coughing that hard. I was like,
and while we're on the subject of embarrassing stories, let's talk about how your bowels be jacked up. Like, your number one be jacked up, but your number two get jacked up too. Well, my son, yikes, I was so constipated.
I haven't had any constipation.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
The only thing I had was like, he was like in the way, like, cause he was so low.
No,
I had to like,
I was had to hold on and lift up like, hold on and lift up at the same time. It was not good. Like, it was really hurting my butt, but like,
yeah.
I couldn't. It was so.
But I wasn't never constipated.
It was so bad. It was bad. Like, I had to look. I took all kinds of laxatives.
Didn't work.
Hell no, girl. I had a result to suppository. I know that's TMI, but I'm telling you, the struggle was real. It was so real, my son. It was real. I thought, I for real thought I was gonna get hemorrhoids.
Really?
Honestly, I was like, it's gonna happen. I was anticipating it because I knew it was gonna happen.
I don't think I should tell this story. It's kind of nasty.
Didn't.
I
What?
shouldn't tell it. It's nasty. I can't tell y'all.
They gonna be like, you withhold.
It's TMI.
You have to put that at the bottom. Like, if you got a light stomach, you might wanna.
Y'all. So
this ain't the place for y'all.
It was the
since we keep it real.
Right. It was the very end of the pregnancy, and he was like so low, and it was like when this is the only time I can say I was constipated. He was like so low, and it wasn't really I was constipated. He was just like in the way, like he would not let my bowels come out. He was just blocking my way. So I was like on the phone with my mama because my stomach was hurting so bad. I was on the phone. I was like, Ma, I cannot use the bathroom. I'm like in this bathroom pushing like I'm in labor. I cannot. There's nothing coming out. And she was like, the only way it's gonna come out is if you stick your hand up in there and pull it out. I was like, Ma, that is so nasty. I'm not putting my hand in there. Y'all, I had to do it. So I got the gloves. I had got the gloves and the Vaseline. I had to go into surgery.
Oh, your own self. How did you do it while being pregnant?
Girl, it was hard. I was like, I don't even know. I just know it was hard. And I was like, I had to put the Vaseline on there to like let it slide. And I had to like, it was nasty. I had to like stick it in there and grab it out. Because I was like in so much pain. Y'all ever had like them stomach cramps that's like, whoo.
Yes.
You feel like, whoo.
Yes, I was having those because I was
be
constipated.
Like
you be like sweating and you feel like you got to get the bucket because you feel like you're going to vomit too at the same time.
Yes, that's how it was.
Yes.
I was like, I have no choice but to get this out of here. And so that was the only time I had to do that, y'all.
No, look, when my junk fat, I told you I lifted up, pushed down. When I finally got that junk was so big. My husband, look, I had to go back. I couldn't flush it. I could not flush it. It was so bad. Like, I know this is nasty. I'm like, ew, y'all nasty. But look, when you're pregnant, it's a different beast. And I'm not ashamed to say that we go through so much stuff. Yeah,
I got this much shame, y'all.
Okay.
I got this much shame about me having to pull it out because that was pretty nasty. But I used the gloves. It's not like my hands dirty. And I still wash my hands.
We had to cut our minds up with a wire hanger.
Shapala.
Look, so you told something embarrassing. I told something embarrassing. Okay. That's a real friend.
Y'all have to tell something embarrassing.
They not going to tell.
Y'all have to comment and be real. Comment something embarrassing that happened when y'all was pregnant.
I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't think they're gonna do it.
I challenge y'all to do it to prove
I
do wrong.
not think that nobody's gonna tell nothing
real.
this embarrassing.
Do it so we don't feel like we're the only ones who went through something embarrassing. Because I know y'all did. Oh, you didn't want it?
Did you just put that up his nose?
Girl, I think I did. I wasn't even looking. Y'all.
But yeah, we it's real.
You don't want no more?
And we be like, I don't know. For new people that's pregnant, I'm sorry about these horror stories. Being pregnant is a beautiful.
It's not horror though. That wasn't horror.
That was a horror story. Like they gonna have a constipation that bad. That's horrible.
That was only one time. Like that wasn't that bad to me. Like once it was over with, it was like.
With my son, it was all time. My daughter, it was smooth sailing. Like she was good. I was go rolling, and then she taught me to drinking castor oil to bring on my labor.
I tell you.
That was not.
I did the same thing with me too.
It didn't work, did it?
Nope.
It did not work.
This baby goes to the bathroom.
It just made you poop a lot. It did not bring you into labor.
I have a tip for if you want to put yourself into labor. You have to already be like kinda in labor. Not in labor, but you have to already be. Your body has to already be ready to go. You can't just put yourself into labor.
Yeah,
like
because
if you ain't facing, if you ain't already like dilating 1 or 2 centimeters, you're not gonna go into labor. You can't just force yourself to dilate.
You are not, and that's the story about my second baby. I was not effaced. I was not dilated. I was trying to force myself to labor. I was having contractions, but I was not progressing. So
see, I was already effacing and stuff, but that didn't work. What worked for me is, it sounds weird. Everybody thinks it's weird when I'm telling this, but what worked for me was pumping. I pumped on the low setting. I put the thing on. I knew wasn't no milk gonna come out, but it said, I looked up on the internet. I was looking up all kinds of stuff. I was so ready to go into labor. I was like, he has to come on his due date or before. I did not want to go past his due date. So I had the day before his due date and the day before he was born, because he was born on his due date. I was looking up all kind of ways. We was walking around. We was doing all kind of stuff. And finally, I had seen that. I was like, breast stimulation. And I kept thinking that was like dumb. I'm like, I feel like using your pump is so dumb. Like, ain't no milk coming out. And I was like, I'm just going to try it though. Because, I mean, what is it going to hurt? Nobody knows. I'm in my room by myself. So I was in there pumping. My husband walking around. He was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm putting myself into labor. So I pumped. That same night, my mucus plug came out. The next morning, I went to my doctor's appointment. I was 2 centimeters, and I was having contractions. She stripped my membrane, and that night I went to labor. So
yeah, my son, I did squats. My mom was. I told my mom, I said, I'm not into labor. I'm not in labor. I kept telling him, I'm not in labor. My husband said, I'm not in labor. I said, if y'all just let me go to the bathroom, I could poop. Because I was constipated for my son. If y'all let me go to the bathroom, I could just poop. And
now that makes sense because you was constipated all the time.
And if I poop, I can just be okay.
Right.
But I'm not in labor. They was like, you are in labor. I'm like, so now I'm mad because I gotta poop. Right?
And
they ain't letting me poop. They keep taking me to the hospital when I gotta poop. So I was like, this is not good. So my mom was like, well, if you ain't in labor, then go up them steps. I looked at her, I said, I went all the way up, 7 flights. I said, came back down. She said, and squat in between them. I'm like, okay. So I went up there, I said, oh, squat. Went all the way to the ground. Squat. All the way to the ground. Get out them blinds. Hey, come here.
Let him go.
Let him go. Thank you. Squats. I did like 10 in between each staircase. So when she's like, you good? I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm still in labor. So we get there, and I'm telling my labor story. I guess it's right.
Yeah, it ran right into the labor store.
Right into the labor store. But I got in there. They was like, you only 1 centimeter dilated. I looked at my husband. I was like, I didn't even say no. I was so mad. I was like, you be all big, pregnant with your attitude. Like,
you took me all the way here.
Listen.
Look, take me all the way here.
Brought me all the way here again. 3rd time. I told him 3 times I was in labor. 3rd time, I'm sitting there. So doctor come back. He like, well, let me check you. We can release you. Let me make sure before we release you that you. He said, how many centimeters I tell you? I said, they told me I was 1 centimeter dilated. He said, you 5. We gotta check you in. My husband was like, I told you. He's all in my face. I told you. You won't listen to your husband. But here, look, when girls wrong. Yeah.
Look, I still ain't that much dilated. I'm only 5.
I'm only 5. You act like I'm like 7
or something.
And only like I mean, what's 5? I got 5 more to go. So I didn't even say no. I was just like, well, we need to go ahead and have this baby then. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You trying to think of something to come back with.
Yeah, you can't come back. When they be like, oh, like
Okay.
So you was right about this one small thing on the third try. I mean, I had to go in labor at some point,
Right.
so you wasn't like.
You was gonna be right eventually.
That is so petty, right? But yeah. What about your going to? I guess going to.
My going into labor story. So like I said, I pumped, and then the next day I had an appointment. So I went to the y'all. Never ever. If they ask you, do you want your membrane stripped? Say, hell no. Say no. She was like, she convinced me because I was so determined to go into labor. Little did I know I was already in labor because I was having contractions throughout the night. But they were so, you know, when you, well, you might not know. If you watching this, you never had a baby before. But when you first have your first contractions, they are so small, like, you don't really feel them. It just feel like your
They make you think that, like, you had your first contraction, you're going to just
like,
die.
yeah.
They be like, oh!
Yeah, you think, they make it seem like on movies and in real life, like, your first
your
contraction.
water going to break.
Ah! Sorry, y'all. He trying to pull a piece off the table.
They make it. That's what I was waiting for. I was telling my husband. I said, I'm gonna wait until I can't hold it no more, and then you can take me to the hospital.
Right? They think that they make it seem like your first contractions is gonna be like horrid, and you gonna know that's how you know you're in labor. But your first contractions are so light, like you just think it's like some little cramps or something. Yeah. If they ever ask you if you want to strip your membrane, say no. Stripping your membrane is when you can look it up, but stripping your membrane is when they basically separate like the bottom part of your uterus from your wall, from your. I forgot what the wall inside of you.
My husband called it the finger pop.
Yeah.
he said, "Look, so you mean tell me you gotta come in here and we gonna pay you to finger pop my wife?" I was like, "You want?"
They asked you to do that to you?
Yeah, they asked me to want to do it right
You
here.
said no.
I said no.
I should have said no.
No,
yeah.
but
this the reason why they convinced me. She said if you do it now, if you do it right now, you probably gonna go into labor tonight. As soon as she said that, you know, I was like, man, I'm trying to go into labor because this is my due date. I gotta be in labor today. So I was like, she was like, it's gonna hurt. She was like, but you will be in labor tonight. So I was looking at.
But you was in labor that night, though.
Honestly, yeah, but I didn't know I was in labor. I thought it was just like, you know, Braxton Hicks contractions, you know. Because the whole time I was there, it kept playing in the back of my mind that I could go into labor by the end of the night. Oh no, this is what made me choose to do it. Because this was before she had checked to see how many centimeters I was. So when she checked, I was like 2 centimeters. And I think her husband is here. But when she checked, I was like 2 centimeters. So I was like, yeah. I was like, do it. Strip it now. Strip it down. I need to go into labor. So she stripped my membrane, right? And so I was having cramps and everything. When I left the doctor's office, I was in labor. That's how I knew I was already in labor, because as soon as I left the doctor's office, we had went to Denny's. I was like in labor at Denny's. I was like going through contractions at Denny's, but I was determined to eat my food while I was at Denny's. I was like, if I'm gonna go into labor, I at least gotta be full. So I ate at Denny's in labor. And then after that, we went home, and I was just like going through my contractions. And I called my mama. Well, actually, my mama called me, and she was like, "Today your due date, ain't it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was going through my contractions on the phone with her, and she was like, "We've been on the phone for 9 minutes, and you didn't have 3 contractions." She was like, "My mom." She was like, "You didn't have 3 contractions. We been on the phone only for 9 minutes." She was like, "You need to go to the hospital." And I was like, "No, because I don't want to go." And they like, "You not dilated enough." And she was like, "You need to go to the hospital." So I was like, "Okay," I got on the phone with her. And I still didn't go right away. So I was like, I don't want to go. And they turned me around because I'm going to be mad. So I had labored for probably another hour. I had gotten the tub. I had gotten the bathtub. And I was going through my contractions in the tub. I got out. And I was just like I was just still going through contractions. They were so close, and I was just like, whew. I was like, all right, I think I'm going to go to the hospital. So I told my husband, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go. He in the front room the whole time I'm going through all my contractions, not even checking on me. He's not a bad husband, but he didn't even know I was going through that many contractions, like, because he was just in there watching TV, because I didn't go in there and bother him, because I didn't want him to want me to go to the hospital, because I was like, what if it's too early? Like, I'm not telling nobody nothing. I was like, I'm not going until I feel like it's strong enough. So eventually I was like having 2 minute apart contractions, and I was like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. So I was like, all right, I gotta go. But the pain still wasn't unbearable. So, you know, I'm still
It's
going.
more annoying.
Yeah, it's like I'm tired of going through,
annoying.
because especially when they get closer together, it's like, damn, I'm going through this again 2 minutes
I don't
later.
like it.
I'm like, damn, I'm going through this again 2 minutes later. So, he eventually I gave in and I went to the I told him I wanted to go. So I'm getting dressed. We get in the car. The car ride was the worst thing I've ever been through in my life. Y'all, them bumps and going through the contractions at the same time.
Yes.
And I was going through contractions 2 minutes apart, mind you. So every 2 minutes I'm in the car
That's
dying. I was like, and I couldn't get no good position. I was not in the seatbelt. I was standing up in the back seat. I was like, I don't care. They can pull us over. I'm gonna tell them I'm in labor because I am in pain. I was in the back seat standing up, just like. Well, now I wasn't doing that. I was doing like the video show because I was like trying to look up, you know, you watch all the videos trying to see like how you breathe through your contractions. Yeah.
And breathe.
So I was doing good all the way up until I got to the hospital. I was calm through all the way until I got to the hospital. But the ride made my contractions hurt so much worse. So by the time I got out the car, the contractions was hurting so bad. Like I couldn't even walk. He had to wheel me up to the labor room. So
I walked
there.
up to the labor room because I in labor. High fives. I was so stubborn. I was like, I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I walked
like,
all the way there.
All the way there. That's how I thought it was gonna be, but that stripping the membrane thing, because I was already in labor, so she like sped it up so fast. Because when I got there, they checked me and I was only 4, so I'm like only went up 2 centimeters, and my contractions are 2 minutes apart. I was like, this is horrible. And mind you, I went into labor at 9 o'clock in the morning. It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was like, and so they was like, they admitted me into the hospital. And so I'm in the room, and they was really helpful. I'm not gonna lie, my nurses was really helpful. They was like trying to help me be natural because I wanted to be natural so bad. So I was like on the ball, and I was just like so stressed, y'all. I was just like, what is happening to me?
What did I do to deserve it?
It hurt so bad, y'all. Cause it was like they were so close, and it was like I'm like I have so much further to go. Like it's not even like I'm halfway there. And I was like, but I went through it. I went through it for a while. And then she checked me again. I was like, I want the epidural. I told her I want the epidural. She was like, the nurse was like, just see if you can get in the shower and if it was better. I wanted to be like, girl, I said I want to, but I knew I had said I wanted to be natural.
Like, but you know that's an out. Like,
yeah.
You know, I think it messes with your mind because
yeah,
you
like,
know
you
that you don't have to go through no pain. You like,
it's like if they never told you you had to do it, you would just go through the pain. But it's like now that you know you can have something to not have to go through this, like I cannot go through this.
I can have it.
It's always in the back of your mind. So it was like, girl, why are you trying to help me be natural? I know I said I wanted to do it, but I was just kidding. God,
you gonna make me do this for real?
You really gonna make me be natural? God. So I ended up getting it. I did get in the shower. I was in that shower like, this lady pissing me. All I was thinking, like, I feel like if I would have tried to like redo it and get my mind right, I could have probably did it better. I could have, labor, because my labor was actually going fast, but it was like, I was so in my head. Yeah, it seemed so while you going through it, and I was so in my head. I was just thinking like, I could get the epidural. Like, I can't get to
go through this.
I can get so pain.
Let's talk about the attitudes you get when you pregnant. Like, you pregnant, the attitudes is real.
First of all,
your husband be talking to you and you just don't want to hear him talk. Like, not in the bad way, because he be so supportive. He tries so hard. Yeah. And I felt so bad for not being,
especially when you going
nice to him. But I did not. When them pains hit you, you like, you having contractions.
You know my husband.
The last thing you want to do is say, yes, I am having a contraction right now. You can't barely breathe.
Let me tell you the worst thing my husband said. He laughs about this to this day, but it's not funny because I was dead serious when I told him this. He was like, we was at Denny's. This is when I had first started going to labor. He was like, just think about it. You ain't got to do this again to the next child. I said, I was dead serious too. I was like this. I said, that's not a good one. He was like, why that's not a good one? You only got to do it again to the next child. I I said, don't say it again. That's not a good one.
You be so mean.
I was so mad because I was like,
You be mean.
why would you tell me I got to go through this again? I'm going through it right now. I don't want to think about when I got to do it again. That's not a good one. That is a horrible thing to say. That's like you just got shot and be like, they be like, just think about it. You would never feel this again unless you get shot again.
Look,
What?
it's a beautiful experience having a child. It is.
It is.
Right,
Could you see we can laugh about it right now because
you forget all about it once you see your baby.
Yeah.
Once you see your baby, it's literally like
you
the pain
like
goes
I
away.
remember.
It's like
I remember that it hurt, but I don't remember what it feel like.
Hey, we know it just feel like I gotta poop.
Like like if you get burned and you look at it, like you can remember how that burn feel, but it's not the same when you have your kid. Like you don't remember, your contractions hurted, but hurt is not a word.
But it's fine.
Your contractions hurt, but you don't remember it, like the exact pain that you felt.
That's true. You just forget. Like it's like it never
it's
happens.
not the
like,
same type of
it
pain.
goes away. Like soon as you
Because
see
I'm
your
thinking about
child,
going
it's like,
natural again this time. Because I really just want to experience. Everybody
I think it's like the one. We guys always say the joys of pregnancy.
yeah,
The joy is getting that baby out and not remembering it.
yeah.
That's the joy.
But I just
honestly think that.
people always be like, what's the big deal about going natural? Like I just feel like I just want to feel everything that the Lord intended me to feel. Like I just feel like I want to go through it. I just want to feel like, because I feel like back in the day you ain't had no choice.
Look. That's why I wouldn't do it. Like not
like,
even back in the day. Like not like it's like I feel like us women in this generation is so much weaker than our grandmoms.
They didn't have no. My
like, and
grandmother,
our grandmother and our great grandmother, they used to have like 10,
Kids.
15 kids, and we pressed
Natural.
out 2, and we like,
Be done.
I'm done. I can't do
want
this
no more. I can't have that. Was just too painful. And it's like, because back then, that's not even that far back then. But then they either didn't have the choice or didn't have the opportunity or money to go to a hospital and get an epidural. So they had to have a midwife and do it at home. They had no choice but to go through that pain. And that's the reason why I want to do it. I just feel like,
and connect you with your ancestors.
It's like they can do it. Like, man, I need to be able to do it.
Yeah. I feel like that
But it's
too.
just like when you be in the hospital. That's why I want to wait this time. Wait to the very, like when I say wait to the very last, I want to wait till I'm finna throw up. As a matter of fact, I did throw up. I threw up all that Denny's that I wanted to save in my stomach. But my labor went so fast, like I said, because I was only in labor for 12 hours. I started.
Not me.
I started in labor at 9. I had him at 9. So at 9 at night. So
I had placenta previa.
mine was fast, so I wasn't hungry.
So I was in labor forever. And the thing about it is they were supposed to give me a C-section, 36 weeks. She said, no, we're going to wait till 40 weeks to see if your placenta moves.
Oh, you talking
40
about
weeks, it just moved so that I can have my son. While we was birthing at 41 weeks, because I did wait till 41 weeks.
Yeah.
41 weeks, we having him. And I get 8 centimeters dilated, and my what's that called? I keep going out of labor.
Oh.
I kept going out of labor. Like, it was literally times where I wasn't feeling nothing. I wasn't contracting at all for like hours.
Yeah. I know y'all be watching these what's in my hospital bag videos, and they be
By the way, she will be doing one.
Yes. And I'm gonna do a realistic one because they be doing the
Do you want to just
most.
save this and make a whole video on what's inside your labor bag?
Yeah, actually we will. So stay tuned for the what's inside my hospital bag video.
And the other one was what do labor contractions feel like, which we already answered. So I guess it'll be this.
We really didn't. Yeah. Well, I guess we did. Yeah. Your contractions just feel like you have like that sharp pain. You know that sharp pain when you gotta have like a stomach virus or you gotta poop, but it's like 10 times worse, and it's like it like wraps around your stomach, and it comes in a wave.
And it feels like somebody giving you a bear hug.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we are out. You want to close it out?
Yeah, I mean, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. I want y'all to like, subscribe, comment, share.
And follow us on Facebook.
Right.
We are at Hey
Hey
Sis.
Sis. Like our go to our Insta. Well, I won't really include our Instagram page at this moment. It's under construction. Do visit our business website, 12royalblood.com. Please support us on that business. We would really like for y'all to support a black-owned business. We are going to actually make another video talking about 12 Royal Blood so y'all can know exactly what that is.
And why we're doing it,
right,
and what it's for.
So, like I said, thanks for tuning in. Come back next time.
Until next time.
Hey, sis.
Hey, sis.